My wife Casey and I just finished fishing beautiful Lac La Croix Lake, and it was stunning. Lac La Croix is known for amazing fishing, beautiful natural wilderness setting, and well-preserved American Indian pictographs. I caught a northern pike so big that it stretched out my hook and bent it. Look at that hook. Not only did we catch a big pike, we also caught a bunch of walleye, some beautiful smallmouth bass, and other pike. Lac La Croix, one of the most remote, hard to get to lakes in all of northern Minnesota. You're gonna love this video.
There's one. You got one. Yeah, that's one. I got a heavier rod too if you want to use it. I'm looking for bigger ones. You know.
Well, there's the baby walleye.
Yeah.
Oh, there's northern chasing the walleye.
The northern was chasing the
You
walleye.
see that?
Yeah.
It was like,
He had a hold of him.
that's
what
that.
you
Oh,
were-
look at the teeth marks right here.
Yeah, he had the northern. The northern had him.
There's a little nicer one. Better. That was kind of the size and bigger that we were catching the other day. This one that Casey caught.
Yeah.
It's a little bigger. They're small yet, but we were getting like 16 to 18 inches the other day here. These are like 13, 12. There's Casey's nice bluer rapids walleye. Yeah, that's the northern.
Oh, you got the northern. Yeah, that's why it was pulling.
Yeah, that's what it was waiting. Well, that was an easy one. Waiting. Oh yeah, that's a nicer one. But the Casey got us are getting nicer. They're getting bigger. Casey's getting all the big ones. See this? Here's what.
All right, 1 for 5.
There we go. That's a bigger one.
Oh, you got a bass. Nice bass.
Look at that.
That
Tackle busting smallmouth.
that is a nice bass right there.
Casey's a big bass.
Yeah, that's the fish I'm looking for right there. Look at that. That's a nice smallmouth.
There's walleye.
Walleye.
Yeah, nicer walleye. It's the nicest one we got yet.
We can get a picture of that. We're just in here pitching jigs in the rapids. So far, we pulled out a couple northerns. Casey just got a nice smallmouth. And now we're getting some walleyes out of there.
two
Just
breakers.
live bait. You know, say pitching the rapids. That is the beauty of a lake like Lac La Croix. Multiple species all in the same place. There we go. Smallmouth bass.
Okay.
Lac La Croix is producing good numbers.
Yeah.
I was hoping for some bigger fish, but so far it's been good numbers. Whoa!
Ah, that's a beauty.
A little bigger smallmouth there. Beautiful Lac La Croix smallmouth bass. Such a hard fighting fish, jumping out of the water. Tackle busting smallmouth right there. There's only a handful of lakes along the Minnesota-Canadian border that offer more intrigue and suspense as to what you're going to catch than Lac La Croix. Even though we caught a ton of fish by this point, the best fishing was still yet to come. Before we show you that, I want to show you how difficult it is to get into Lac La Croix. You have to start out in Crane Lake, then you come into Sandpoint Lake, you hook south down to Little Vermilion Lake, then you run the Loon River. You have to take the portage there at 56 Rapids, you take that up over to Loon Lake, you cross Loon Lake, and then you've got the Beatty portage there to get into Lac La Croix. So it's a couple hour boat ride and portaging just to get into Lac La Croix. So only the hardest of paddlers or fishermen who are really determined ever make it this far in. I think that's part of the reason why the fishing is so good here, is because there's just almost no fishing pressure.
Way up. There you go. He's slamming him right in the butt. There he is. Nothing big. Take your line for sure. Big smallmouth. Waking smallmouth. Nice. Another one following it.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at the markings on that thing. Oh, we got a big bite out of it.
Yeah. There's big fish down here.
Some pike got that thing.
Some pike got that.
Another walleye.
Not a bad one. We got him. Now we gotta get his fish.
Especially because I'm using that ultralight rod there, but man, smallmouth fights so hard. Use light tackle like this, ultralight rod, and that was a fight. Whew, what a beautiful fish.
That's a nice walleye. These are in here in the shallow in the weeds. That's where the big ones are. There's what you call golden plump.
Nope, she does not.
What's a really nice one? See that? So you just take your time. Take lots of time. It's a really big one.
Kind of feeling nervous here.
Got a pretty big one on ultralight. We're trying to get him in.
I haven't had a bite in quite a while, so.
He's got the biggest fish of the trip if we get it in, but if I'm sharp, and the northern's got sharp teeth and he's big. Hopefully he's just on the edge. Oh, look at the size of that sucker. Big fish. We get him in. Again, he's still green. He's still green.
Oh, that's a nice
In the
one.
boat. Oh yeah, Jim, way to go.
And that one's fat too, so that's a 20 pounder. You gotta get a picture of him. There's our big fish. That's 20 pounder.
All right.
We can you want me to take a measurement? Look how fat he is. That's a 20 pounder. That's what we were looking for. Try to get a measurement.
Yeah, where's your ruler at?
Right here. It's over. I'd say he's close to 40.
All right, well, we fished all day. Came all the way here to Lac La Croix. Caught a whole bunch of walleyes early. Then we got some smallmouth. We got some various sizes of northerns, and we finally got the big one. So, didn't do a great job measuring here. Estimated to be around 40 inches long. Big old fat thing, 20 pounds.
At least 20 because they're very fat.
Got a piece of me there. You gotta be very careful handling northerns. So there you go. You just watched me bring in that beautiful, massive pike. We're guessing about 40 inches long, 20 pounds in weight.
At least 20.
Ultralight rod, mono leader, and check out that hook that is bent out like that. That thing must have been pulling on, just bending. It's brand new jig today. But that's what a big fish can do to you right there. And that's why they get away a lot of times, because they're pulling all that weight, bending hooks, breaking through. That's the third one we've lost today, or this third big one we had on. I lost the previous two, got lucky. That right there is the fish of the day. In the 1700s, the voyageurs, the fur traders who traveled through northern Minnesota, they traveled right here through Lac La Croix on their pass. They assumed that they were the first ones to use these waterways to traverse the wilderness, but they were wrong. Here on the lakes, they discovered pictographs all over the place from the Ojibwe Indians who had been here for centuries and have been using these same waters to paddle their canoes. Today, we can still find their pictographs all over places like Lac La Croix.